Alright guys, it's going to bring you some Pokemon Showdown live again, just cause I'm bored and you guys seem to like it, so I guess it's something I should probably do more consistently. I just never really, well, I have the time, I just never really feel like doing it, but I'm feeling up to it today. So yeah, what we're going to do is some NU stuff today, which I actually haven't done live. I've only done UU, that was only one match, so only one UU match, OU, and now we're doing NU. So anyway, yeah, let's see what we're getting up to here in the NU tier, and we're going to be leading off with a rather decent match. My team is sort of strange. I like it, actually. It's decent, but it's not necessarily the greatest either. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to lead off with my Primeape. It is Choice Scarf, so I can threaten something. Leads with Golurk, that's fine. What I'm going to do is just go for a U-turn, get myself out of there. I know he's probably going to go with Stealth Rocks, because when you lead off with Golurk, you're pretty much revealing that it's your Stealth Rocker. So what I'm going to do is go out into Samurott, because Samurott threatens pretty much everything. Well, it doesn't threaten anything, but I can get a good hit off on something. He has nothing to resist Samurott, so yeah, I get a decent hit off on something with Samurott once he goes for, more than likely, the Stealth Rock. Actually goes for the Earthquake. To my surprise, he's a Life Orb variant, which is very surprising. And I believe he may go for Shadow Punch, because doesn't that have priority, so I think it's best I switch out into Porygon, just to make sure I can take it as he switches out himself into his Glaceon, which is actually perfect for me because I am a special defensive wall as well as having some attacks. So I'm going to go for a Tri-Attack as he switches out into his Life Heart. Not going to take it too well, and I don't get the Paralysis, which sucks, but you know, whatever. This thing is really annoying, obviously, because it has Prankster. Don't go for Sub, great. I'm really hoping I don't get fully paralyzed here because the Toxic hits, and should he Sub, he's still going to be taking Toxic damage, so it's good that I get the Toxic up on that thing just to cripple a little bit, and he's actually helped me out a bit more because I actually have Analytic as opposed to having Trace or Download. So yeah, I get the boost from being slower, which is great for me, and it's actually a hindrance to him, and my fingers just hit off my desk, so you probably heard that little like clicking noise or whatever. And he's going for the typical Liepard set, or typical Liepard maneuver, which is going for Swagger, and then going for something else. He's probably going to go for like Dark Pulse, I guess, because that is what they usually go for. So what I'm going to do is just recover. In case he does hit me, he goes for Foul Play. And yeah, Foul Play is the move they have, so I'm just going to recover off, let him die to Toxic, and that's how you pretty much, well, that's how I stall out that live part, I guess. So in comes Golurk, probably going to go for Dynamic Punch. What I'm going to do is go out into Weezing, because he is more than likely has no guard, so he can hit Dynamic Punches. Or he goes for Drain Punch, that's fine too. Maybe he has Iron Fist then. Maybe, I don't know. He could have no guard still. So I'm going to just go for a Will-O-Wisp, get the burn on it, and he doesn't have no guard, so that's good to know. Probably has Iron Fist then, I guess, if that didn't work. So he's probably going to switch out into his Torkoal now, predicting me to go for another, actually I'm going to switch out into Sandshrew. He's going to predict me to go for a, probably go for a Will-O-Wisp again, go out to his Torkoal, absorb that. That's what I'm banging on, and he does, great. So I actually predicted that, it's good. Gonna go for my Stealth Rocks. I know this thing's probably his Rapid Spinner, so I can go for Stealth Rocks, he can go for his own Stealth Rocks, we can just like Rapid Spin each other out. And I am actually just gonna go for a switch out into my Samurott, threaten something with a Surf, as he goes for the Rapid Spin, which won't kill me. Torkoal is insanely slow, so I pretty much get a pop at this thing with his Surf, or anything he wants to switch into, and that's pretty much good for me because, yeah, I get to hit something with Surf, so I really don't see the problem. I may be sacking Samurott just so I can hit something, but it doesn't matter because I'm doing decent damage to something. Alright, so that thing gets the Citrus Berry recovery. I think it is Citrus Berry? Yeah, it is Citrus Berry. Alright. Don't see that too often, but gonna go out into Primeape. I am Choice Scarf, so I can U-turn and switch out to something accordingly, depending on if he switches, which I'm expecting him to switch out because the U-turn I think will kill from that range of HP. Even though I'm Choice Scarf, I'm pretty sure I can do plenty of damage to weaken this thing down, so didn't kill to my surprise, but that's fine. I can just go to Porygon, my special defensive wall, and take whatever hit he wants to go for, as he is going to go for the Psychic, and that does only 20%, so nothing to worry about. Gonna go for a Ice Beam, I think is my best option. Yeah, it is, and it kills, so I'm pretty sure he still gets to pass the wish on to something. What's hurt is Golurk is hurt, and that's what he goes out into. Pretty much going to go for the same again, switch out into Weezing, and just go for probably a Will-O-Wisp, predicting him to, well actually not Will-O-Wisp because he won't switch. Gets a lucky critical hit there, that's okay I guess. Yeah, I'm really kind of worried about Torkoal because I don't have much for it. I am gonna go for a... I'm gonna just go for a Will-O-Wisp. I know it's probably not the best move because he has Torkoal, but I'm just gonna play it safe, go for Will-O-Wisp, hope he doesn't switch out, and I can catch it with a Will-O-Wisp. As he doesn't switch out, and I missed the Will-O-Wisp yet again. This time he goes for Shadow Punch, and now he's definitely gonna switch out, so what I'm gonna do is just go for a Sludge Bomb, predicting him to switch. Hopefully he will switch out because he's not gonna kill me, and I will be able to get a Will-O-Wisp up if he doesn't switch, but I'm hoping he does switch. And he doesn't. That's fantastic. I get the poison though, which is obviously not as good as getting the burn, but I can stall with the poison. So I'm just going to go for Protect and let him get some more poison damage off. I can probably go for Fire Blast and at least get like, it may be a double down, but my thing won't be able to do, my Weezing won't be able to do too much anyway because his team is mainly, well, yeah, once I get rid of Golurk, it's kind of a special attacking team, so go for Fire Blast. As he switches out into Glaceon, please hit, yes. Does half, that's fine. And, yeah. That's not too great that it did half, but I do get a Protect up. I get to, pretty much preserve my Weezing, I guess, or get extra HP back because of Black Sludge. Unless he goes for the Heal Bell, in which case then that could cause me problems. So, I think I may just go for a Fire Blast and sack Weezing. I'm so indecisive about this, but if he went out to Glaceon, like, the evolutions are usually support. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, and he misses, or I miss. So, yeah, that sucks. I'm definitely gonna have to go for Protect, as he'll more than likely go for, like, Ice Beam now or something, so it was a good call on my part there to go for the, Fire Blast, as opposed to going for Protect, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have killed anyway, so he goes for the Shadow Ball, and that pretty much just lets me switch out into my, Porygon, because it is my special wall, and this battle's actually taking a long time. Considering, it's a pretty close battle, actually. It's a good battle, I like it. So, yeah, I'll go to Porygon. As he goes for a Shadow Ball, again, I get to resist that. And I think my safest play is to go for an Ice Beam, I think, predicting him. No, wow, that definitely mattered. That critical hit definitely mattered. Just on the fact that I'm special defensive, and he has leftovers and not, like, choice spec. So I definitely 100% know that mattered. And I think my best play is just to close combat as he switches out into Golurk. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I've lost that battle. I've lost the battle not because of that. But it's fine because it doesn't matter too much, it's only a battle. But still, that changed the game in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it did change the game. And it sucks. It just sucks. So let's see, I'm going to just go for Giga Drain, I guess. Is he going to switch out into Torkoal? Yes, he is. He's going to take this very well. Not extremely well, but still better than most. Yeah, it's pretty much, I don't have anything for his Torkoal, so it's pretty much over. I'm just gonna go out into my my Sandshrew, and go for Rapid Spin, I guess, even though he'll probably switch out into, wow, I got a critical hit as well, and I got the burn, the crit burn. It's definitely over now, so I think I may just, I'm just gonna forfeit, because I can't do anything and there's no point, so, yeah, I'm gonna forfeit. No real point in staying around because I would have got beaten anyway, so I just finish it off or just go for the forfeit to get out of there. So anyway, let's see, pretty normal team, I guess. I think my best lead is going to be Sandshrew, as he leads off with Leafeon, so I think I should switch out into Weezing, which is definitely my best Pokemon to go to here. Kind of annoyed about that critical hit on my Porygon. That was, you know, you know how it gets. Well, you guys probably know how it gets when a critical hit sort of changes the game. Anyway, I don't know why actually he'll probably Baton Pass. He is definitely going to Baton Pass. I don't know what he's going to Baton Pass too. I'm just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. He's definitely was going to Baton Pass. That was so obvious. Please let this Will-O-Wisp hit. Because if this Will-O-Wisp hits, I'm doing good. Please, 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 please. Yes. Good. Good. And this is more than likely the Moxie set. I don't see any Mold Breaker on the side there, so yeah, I can go for Fire Blast. Stone Edge gets a critical hit, only does about half, and Fire Blast is going to pretty much finish off that pincer. So yeah, I dealt with that very accordingly in my opinion. I did pretty well to deal with that. Could have went bad, but I think I did well. I dealt with it rather well, so I'm happy with myself over that. I caught that thing when it didn't expect to get caught, I guess. Anyway, let's go to Porygon. Porygon switching on Pikachu, taking special hits. He goes for sub. What is this, like sub nasty plot set probably? Gonna go for a Tri-Attack. Goes for Thunderbolt, does 30%. Not really much to Porygon, and I'm pretty sure Tri-Attack will almost kill this thing because Pikachu's defenses are pitiful. Goes out to Armaldo, takes that obviously decently, and I'm just going to actually Toxic this thing, get the extra residual damage, probably force him out into his Audino, so he'll go for the Heal Bell or something, and pretty sure that gets Heal Bell. But anyway, I'm gonna stay and just Tri-Attack, see when they switch. Stays in a Rock Blast, it's not doing too much. Gets a critical hit, of course, but you know, and he gets to 5 hits with this, wow. And because I went for Tri-Attack, I didn't do too much, but I'm pretty much just gonna switch out into Weezing at this point, because I pretty much wall it. It's not gonna do too much to Weezing, because Weezing is a defensive tank. And yeah, it takes that extremely well. And I can just play around this thing as best I can, I guess. So I'm just gonna safely go for Protect as he switches out into his Samurott. That is more than likely his special attack here. Just gonna sack Porygon, I guess. It has 10% HP, so no point in keeping it in. Gonna let it die to rocks as he goes for the Waterfall, so he actually reveals that he's physical, which means I can stay in with Weezing. Gonna take extra damage, obviously, from that. I probably should have went for Protect again, but whatever. Please don't sub up, because that would be terrible. Goes for a Waterfall, doesn't kill. I can get the Will-O-Wisp off, and it misses, of course. Pretty sure I can live another Waterfall, just gonna Protect anyway to ensure that I can live it. And, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely live, because the first one did 20%, so this one is only gonna do in around the same, unless he switches up and switches into a different Pokemon. Really hoping he doesn't predict the Will-O-Wisp and goes out to his Armaldo. And he does do that. That's great, but I guess I get extra HP back on Weezing, so I can't be too disappointed. I'm gonna get another bit of HP back, go for the switch out into Sandshrew, Rapid Spin away his hazards, and then, yeah, that's pretty much the damage on Weezing kind of brought back, I guess, or kind of made null and void, because I'm gonna get my HP back from it. So this is gonna do absolutely nothing to Sandshrew. Sandshrew is another, like, this team I have is actually rather defensive. I have 2 defensive walls in each sort of, in each defensive stat. I have, like, Roselia special defensive, and my Sandshrew is physical defensive, so yeah, I have Weezing for physical defense and Porygon for special defense too. I'm going to switch out into Roselia. This guy is probably going to do his same strategy as always, and Roselia is definitely my better switch, just because I don't think he can do too much to me. What I'm going to do is go for Sludge Bomb. As he goes for Substitute, Sludge Bomb will break his sub, and yeah, he can't really do too much about that, so I'm predicting him to probably want to switch. Actually, no, I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb again out of safety, just hoping he doesn't actually go for the, I was going to go for Stun Spore, but I don't want to risk him going for the Substitute. So he just Baton passes out, probably out into Armaldo, because Armaldo is his physical, probably his best physical, Samurott. Okay, that's fine. I probably would have went to Armaldo myself, but your play, I guess. Gonna go for Giga Drain, see if I can do a lot of damage to this thing. Probably can. Not sure what he wants to go for. He goes for Waterfall. That's not going to do anything. I'm going to take it out with a Giga Drain. And yeah, not really sure what his thinking was there, but it's fine. I guess I get the kill. I mean, I'm not too disappointed. Pikachu's coming in. I can just Sludge Bomb that. As he goes for the Hidden Power, gets a critical hit. Hidden Power Fire or something is super effective. Sludge Bomb gets the kill. Roselia is actually a very decent Pokemon in NU. Very good special defense, especially when it has the Eviolite. And he's probably going to go for a Rock Blast, so with that I can just go out into Sandshrew again and go for a Earthquake as he goes for an X-Scissor, which does pretty much nothing. And I'm free to go for something. I'm going to set up my rocks. I don't want any more switch-ins, so I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks. So he goes to Leafeon. Leafeon, he's already revealed he can't do anything to me with Leafeon, so I'm pretty much safe to go back out to Roselia. And yeah, just sort of got to play around this a little bit better than usual, or at least, now because he's behind the sub, I'm almost expecting him to go for the Baton Pass right away, not go for Sludge. Yeah, that was pretty predictable, but you know, it's fine. If he goes to Armaldo, I pretty much still get to wall it, so it really does not make a difference. As he does go to Audino, and that takes rocks damage, and the Sludge Bomb breaks the sub, so yeah, not really sure what he wants to do now. I'm just going to safely go for Stun Spore, get the paralysis on it. And I think I can, once I take out his, once I take out the Audino, I can pretty much wrap this up with my Primeape. I'm gonna go for a Spikes, just to make sure whenever he switches into his Leafeon, he's gonna get that extra residual damage as he goes for the Heal Bell. So the Toxic is off his Armaldo, which is fine. I can't believe I've only done 2 battles. This is only my 2nd battle. I mean, it's going very slowly. Anyway, Primeape, switch in on the Wish. Gonna switch out into Leafeon now, I think, so I'm gonna go for a U-turn. As I predict that, and this probably won't take it out because Leafeon is very defensive. It does take it out, so got predicted, got caught. Samurott pretty much wins me the battle now, I'm sure. Even if he takes out Armaldo. And yeah, I don't even need to worry about taking out Armaldo because it dies to entry hazards. And this thing will probably, this thing dies to my thing eventually, but my Primeape eventually. As he goes for the Toxic, does he have leftovers? He does, so he's going to live another hit. I think I'm pretty much just going to go for Surf, predicting to Wish on this turn, go for the Protect next turn, go out into my Primeape and just wrap it up with a close combat. That's pretty much my thought process here, and I'm pretty sure I have this battle in the bag because of that. Predicted, he can go for Protect again this turn, but I'm pretty sure close combat is going to kill. So that is this battle done, not bad at all. Rob the Horror, took a while, but 5-0, not bad. Yeah, I played around him a lot better than I did the first battle. The first battle I messed up a lot, so I'll do one more, I guess. I like to get at least 3 in, and those 2 were very, very long battles. Kind of wish they weren't as long, because I like to get a few battles in. But anyway, let's see. This guy is just the absolute abuser of guts, from what I can see. And the best thing is, these guys are all specialists, or they're all physical attackers, so I pretty much get to wall them with Weezing. So what I'm going to do is lead off with my Sandshrew. I'm going to get my entry hazards up. As he leads with this thing can't do too much to me. It can still hurt me, but not too much. Probably going to go for the Protect so he can get the burn. Goes for the Zen Headbutt, does absolutely nothing. And now he's going to hurt himself with burn. I can just go for a Earthquake and pretty much hurt it. So this will be a very quick battle, I think, just because he's pretty much going for a team that is like based on guts. And even then, look at that, that's barely anything. But trying to think. I think Weezing. I don't really need my Sandshrew, but I'd like to keep it, but I don't want to lose my Weezing. Question, or not question, but thought process here. I'm just gonna go for Earthquake, whatever. Yeah, I'll just lose it. It's fine. We've got to Primeape. Pretty sure Choice Scarf Primeape outspeeds this thing, so nope, he Sucker Punches. Yeah, it does outspeed, so he just does that and takes me out, and I can go out to something that will wall, so I'm gonna go to Weezing. Actually, no, he's gonna go to his Kadabra now, definitely, but it's fine because I can just switch out into Porygon. So yeah, pretty much a obvious play. And go to Porygon as he goes for the Psychic. Look at that, that did barely anything, but he could get this. Yeah, the special defense drop. It hurts. It hurts quite a bit. It hurts a lot. But the Tri-Attack does a lot to him too. So I am going to sack Roselia. No. Yeah. Let me see. How much? That's a 29%. I'm not going to live another one either way. I don't really have anything that outspeeds. I think Roselia is like, actually I need Roselia for a Loma. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna try attack and let myself get taken out. That's fine. Just so I can go out into my Choice Scarf Primeape, go for a U-turn and take that out. Kind of needed. Porygon especially, well, not really, because he's pretty much a physical attacker, so I lose one physical wall, I lose one special wall, I still have 2 left, I still have 1 of each left, so, alright, he definitely has to go out into something, to threaten my, I'm gonna go to Weezing, because he's gonna go out to one of his, he's gonna go to Alomomola, and that way I can go out into my, Roselia. So, yeah, I've never really seen a team like this. Usually you see a team that has at least one wall. I guess Alomomola is his wall, but usually there's a lot better walls than Alomomola. This guy is just really dependent on Guts. And yeah, wow, he goes to Ursaring, really. Ursaring. That's not gonna kill. He does realize that's not gonna kill Weezing from full HP. Probably gonna go for Facade. I'm pretty sure yeah, Fire Punch, I did absolutely nothing. And Sludge Bomb gets some good damage off. And this thing gets Toxic Orb. That's actually more beneficial to me than him because I can just stall him out. Go for a Protect, get extra Toxic damage off as he goes for Facade. And get myself up to pretty much near full HP. So I'm gonna go for a Sludge Bomb again. Facade, I take that very well. Weezing just takes hits so well. It's unbelievable. Definitely should have went to Alomomola. That would have been his more beneficial play, I think. Because he would have done more. Now he goes to Swallow, which I am just going to go for a Protect on. And he is going to go for a Brave Bird, which wouldn't have done too much. I probably should have let him hit me with that, but it's actually better if he has the Burn because he will do more damage. And I can just go for Sludge Bomb. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me, that mattered. That definitely, I'm pretty sure that mattered. I would definitely assume that mattered just because of how powerful Weezing is defensively. So I'm gonna go for Stone Edge, and that's gonna take him out. It didn't really matter, well, it mattered to take out Weezing, but I did get to revenge kill with Primate, basically, so it's annoying, to say the least, because I would have liked to have kept my, my Pokemon alive. But anyway, in comes Alomomola, switch out into Roselia. I think I may go for Stun Spore once I go out to Roselia, predicting him to go out into Luxray. That way I get the Paralysis and I outspeed, and I can pretty much guarantee myself the victory because he won't have anything to outspeed me. So he's going to go for a Toxic, I absorb that, he's going to predict me to go for a Giga Drain, I'm going to go for Stun Spore, and he forfeits. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's going to wrap up this Pokemon Showdown Live. Not the greatest, I know, but at least it's something, I suppose. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for more shortly enough, so catch you then.